Now, as you come towards the end of this multi-day journey, the three of you glance past the edge of the sky ship, kind of holding on to the far railing as the clouds and mist begin to dissipate beyond the front of the ship. As you look past the bow, you can see, beginning to emerge from the clouds and mist below, the 5 different heights of the rocky spires that mark Dressar.
This is lovely. They're so pointy. Are they pointy?
One of them is.
One of them is so pointy.
Now, for those who have not watched Alexandria Unlimited, Ashley, would you mind describing Fearne?
Yes. Fearne is about a 6-foot-tall fawn. Very, very long seafoam green hair, and is just covered in all bits and baubles and lots of flowers and toadstools and moss on her hooves. And she has a little friend, Mister, and he's a little monkey. That's all.
Are you drunk right now? Or is this
Always.
it? Okay.
Well, shall we?
Yeah. Let's, get a feel for this place. Don't need to rush into things.
A small crew of them begin to progress to what looks to be some sort of a 2-story structure where a large, heavy tower that has a metal ball at the top and it looks to be a cable that descends out of view. You know this to be one of the various wire gondolas that connect elements of the city. And as folks go up and begin to pay an individual that lets them onto one of these gondolas that is ready to make its way downward, he kind of looks over you all expectantly with his hand out.
I give him a slap.
Thank you. Are you taking passage?
Oh, are we taking passage on this thing?
Yes, we are. How much? I start pulling out a change purse.
1 silver per.
I got it.
Are you sure?
Sure.
Okay.
This is on top of the low 5 she gave you.
Thank you. Goes ahead and opens the door, lets you in, and it's now the 3 of you and what looks to be one other large Pakidan, almost like a priest figure. Looks younger, massive elephant folk, who is wearing this kind of roomy, almost cream-colored robes and sleeves that drag past the arms. Looks like they have a long kind of earring chain that dangles down to kind of the mid-chest, and you can see them kind of clutching it with one of their hands and rubbing it almost like it has some sort of personal meaning. And this individual you saw briefly get onto the skyship as you originally took off and then was unseen until you arrived. And they kind of fiddle nervously as the doors close and it jerks for a second. And you feel the gondola descending. And while the interior is largely closed off, there are a few windows, and there is an element, as you can't help yourself but peek through, where you are looking down hundreds and hundreds of feet to just the faintest texture of a mist-covered jungle below.
You know, for some reason, this doesn't bother me like the ship did. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, I'm all right with this. Yeah, I think it's the wire. It feels like we're connected, we're safe.
Yeah, we're real safe, just on a string.
Yeah, big safe string.
It's much more safe.
When we were on the ship, didn't have that sort of sway to it.
Oh, it made me so
was a little
sleepy. It was very relaxing, just being on the ship, just the light sway, you know?
Well, hold on to your purse. I spent a night here, just one. Stayed at a hostel and woke up and my purse strings were cut. So, just be on your guard.
Okay. I'm gonna step over to the one with the earring. Is he still on the?
Back it down, yeah. And he's like edging his way towards the door that'll open and exit as it's just come to rest at the bottom at the core spire exit.
I really like your earring.
Thank you very much.
I reach out and I just touch it.
There's like a flinch, but he allows it. It's a symbol of the Allhammer.
One more time.
It's a symbol of the Allhammer.
The Allhammer.
Great deity of skilled crafting.
Oh. How interesting.
The brief glimpse of a smile that had curled to his lips begins to fade, and just kind of starts fiddling with it again, and turns back to the door as it opens, and then just steps out and immediately kind of...
As he starts to step out, I'm gonna try to swipe it. I'm gonna try to take it off his ear, grab it, because I like it a lot.
He exits briskly, making for such a large, beastly-looking entity, the steps are quite gentle and quick. As he exits, a moment later, you can see Fearne in her hand clutching this gathered chain of gold and silver with a particular symbol on it that looks almost like a metallic hammer with faces lightly carved on the edges of it.
Fearne?
Mm-hmm.
We talked about this.
What?
I know that it works most of the time, but that is going to get us in trouble.
I told you a story about someone picking my pocket 30 seconds ago, and then you pick someone's pocket?
That was a
Just
priest.
I said, don't get on my ass about it. All I know is that it's pretty easy to do here. That's all I took from what you said.
Oh my God.
It's beautiful. And it's for the god of arts and crafts. I think that's what he said.
Just close enough.
Skills.
Put it away in case he comes back, please.
Okay. Gosh, take it easy.
As a note, this is about 2.5 feet long. It looks much smaller on the ear of its previous carrier. On you, it like drags your ear a bit, but it looks cool.
I pulled Dorian over a few feet away. Listen, I don't think she's gonna stop, and I think the only way that it is gonna stop is if she steps on a rake. Do you know what I mean?
Of course, but she's not gonna step on a rake. She's gonna step
She'll
on
hit
our
you
rakes, and
because
those rakes
we're,
are gonna
like,
hit us
right
in the
in the
face,
same
not our
gondola.
faces.
Together.
Just give us a second, Fearne.
How do we keep her under control?
How's that gone the last couple of months?
Horribly. All right, I'll stay on her left, you stay on her right, and we'll do a sandwich.
We'll just be more alert than usual, okay?
She took it so fast, I couldn't do anything.
I know, and it's amusing, but we gotta tamp it down if we can, and eventually it's gonna, bite her in the ass and all of us, but...
All right, fine.
All right.
Agreed.
All right, we're done talking in front of you. Let's go.
I'll be more careful, I promise him. It was just so beautiful.
Yes, it is.
Looks
I
great.
don't do that to everybody. I don't.
Let's keep going.
5 is not that many. Come on.
We've got a lot to do, and it's our first night. I think we should be frugal. There's some places around here. I didn't stay here, but it's called the Spire by Fire. Yeah, it's got a nice name, catchy. Yeah.
Right.
So go there, check it out, get the lay of the land, maybe find a bed, 2, 3, whatever.
We can all sleep in the same bed.
Sure. And
Save money if we're trying to be frugal.
You're really tall.
You're really small.
we'll figure it out.
Everything rhymes here.
And if I recall, I think it's this way.
Okay.
I
Is there
do.
a place
I
to
do.
train to show you how to fight furniture properly?
Yes. Yes. In a city such as this, of course.
So this is what we would be doing? Mm-hmm. I'm sorry,
This
who?
was probably just a training exercise of some sort. You're right. This is terribly rude of me. I was just so excited seeing you all. My name is Sir Bertrand Bell. It's a pleasure to meet all of you.
You're a knight?
Real
Are you a noble?
Not a noble. A knight is generous, but it was a title bestowed upon me, and I didn't shoo it away.
Who bestowed it on you?
Are you familiar with Vasselheim?
Oh, you're not going to answer my question.
I'm so sorry.
Who bestowed it on you?
I don't know if you would.
You clearly need a drink. You clearly need a drink.
Absolutely.
Your fingers were dripping.
You clearly need a drink.
I'm so sorry. Oh, actually, about this time, I probably shrink down to my normal form and. Sorry about that.
No offense taken.
What was your name?
Fresh cut grass.
All right.
Fresh cut grass.
You heard them.
That's right.
You smell a little bit like piss.
Oh, very astute. Earlier today, a gentleman threw piss at me.
Oh.
Why? Well, I didn't get a chance to ask him, but I think he didn't want it in his house anymore, so. But,
he was throwing it out.
I'm so sorry, I lack the ability to smell. So it doesn't really bother me, but if it bothers you, I'll get tidied up right away.
It absolutely does not.
Oh, well then, piss it is.
Okay. Well?
Oh, what was your name?
Oh, my name is Fearne.
You're very tall.
Yes, I am.
What brings y'all to, it's you three, right? What brings y'all to this neck of the woods?
Sightseeing. We're sightseeing.
If you don't mind me asking, because you all don't seem entirely familiar with each other, some of you said you were passing through. Tourists?
Definitely.
None of you have any outstanding entanglements with the law, warrants, anyone chasing you, any sort of?
Definitely not
Nope.
here.
Soul touched? Oh, yeah. That's folk like you. With souls.
You don't have a soul?
I would assume not.
How do you know?
Well, I can't do a lot of the things that you can do.
Were you sad when you lost your group?
I imagine so, but that could have been something that Dancer sort of made me think.
Well, I think only souls can be sad.
I hope you're right. I don't see how that's possible, but all right. I was built out of parts.
Yeah, but anything's possible.
Technically, we're all built out of parts.
Yes.
Very fair. And technically, we don't know if we have souls either.
That's a very good point.
You get that grin on your face, and people are starting to lean over in anticipation for like, this guy's got some bravado, like got some confidence, and there is an air about you of like, you don't know what you're in for. Ping! String breaks. First strum in. Immediately. Laughter starts picking up around the space.
I'll immediately sink into myself, put my lyre back, quietly pick up my things, accidentally drop one of them, pick it up again, and walk back over to Fearne. Not my bad.
Are you Dorian Storm?
No.
Oh my!
Please.
You are incredible! Wow, can you play us another song?
The Great Dorian Storm, feared by all twangy things.
Oh, he's amazing. You have no idea.
Destroyer of silence is what I had.
All right, I'm gonna unclip the handle of my axe, which is also my flute.
Oh, shit!
And I'm gonna try one more time to
This
play.
is my favorite instrument that he plays, actually.
Please.
Everyone's waiting for this to be a disaster, but it's actually like decent. To the point where people aren't cheering, but they've lost interest in focusing on the music and just are letting it be background now. They've gone back to their business.
Thanks, Fearne.
I'm gonna post up, just lean back against the bar, behind the guy that Ashton is playing cards with, so I can see his cards and try to communicate.
There's two people playing cards with Ashton.
Okay.
There's the half giant, and then there's the large Pakidan who normally guards the door.
Okay, so I'm just gonna try to stand between the two of them so I can see their cards. I'm gonna turn around.
Oh boy.
And I'm gonna
Come on!
I'm gonna say, I really don't like hurting old man, but I will. And I'm gonna produce a flame blade in my hand and try to just stab him right in the gut.
There's a dull thud on the back of your head, Fearne, and then a strange wetness begins to creep down the back of your shoulders. It's an odd sensation. You hear the shattering of glass at the same time, and glance over your shoulder to see Bertrand Bell standing there at the end of a large arc throw.
You got this!
Did you just throw your glass at the back of my head?
Who?
Who?
Eyes on the prize!
I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna sit on the bear rug, and I'm gonna just pet my snake kids and listen. He
And
did.
this, you beat me to it. I like you.
Oh, thank you. I really just think you're so lovely.
I think you are too.
Just everything. I love it.
Oh, fabulous.
Do you mind, Fearne? Do you mind, really quick? I'm just gonna go in and just kind of pat your back really quickly.
That's fine.
And it's still soaked.
Yeah, it's soaked with brandy.
Okay. That's fucking great. Damn.
Do you want me to wring it out and give
you
you
know-
a little bit of the leftover? You can suck on my hair if you want. Just get it all out.
I don't know how to handle a dare. Fuck.
Pate is my dead rat.
Oh, I'm sorry. What? This is an amazing detail that we just passed right over. What show us? You have a dead rat?
Where are you looking?
This is Pate de Rolo specifically.
Pate de Rolo?
Yes.
Can I hold
Would
your
you
dead
like
rat?
to meet him?
Yes.
Pate! And about this time you see like rubber bands snap from each of Laudna's tips that go to his head and each of his four limbs. And they kind of look like rubbery black sinew. And she lifts him up and kind of starts puppeting him. Oh, hello, I'm Popsy DeRolo. Pleasure to meet you. Look at you.
Well, hello. Can I shake its little paw?
Oh, pleasure. Oh, I've never met someone like you.
I never get used to
Ashton,
it.
are
I
you
never
seeing
wanted
this?
to end. This is amazing.
2 years.
Hey,
Never get used to it.
How often does it happen?
Say hello to the big.
How did you attach the skull bit? That's amazing.
Oh yes, did you like that?
I
It's a
really like
raven
that.
skull. It just died in my house one day, ran into the wall, and so I just thought I would,
I can
mention
barely
it
see your
thing.
lips moving. It's amazing.
I've had lots of practice.
that's what a work of art. My
Thank you.
goodness.
Oh, thank you. Pretty fine looking myself. Oh, Pate. Oh,
I'm sorry.
so silly.
I'm sorry. Did you?
So, you've discussed.
Yes, actually, they can speak for themselves.
We've come to kill you.
No, that's not right.
His hand does go for like something
I
unseen.
think there's a sense of humor here.
Just trying to see if you have a sense of humor.
I do.
Do you have a significant other?
No, not in a few years. I felt being independent was best.
It really is so nice to just do what you want.
You as well, solo?
Do you have any children?
Not that I know of. You?
Not that I know of.
Do you have ambitions for family life?
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful. A little bit of a dangerous lifestyle that we lead for that, though.
Well, I know it is, but, you know, you have to settle down at some point, they say.
Oh, I've never heard that. By the way, we should be keeping an eye out for,
Both of you glance over and see that there are people walking past the entrance to the alley. You can see the busy street a couple of blocks beyond is, beginning to pick up in its kind of early afternoon bustle, but there's nobody in the immediate vicinity that's catching your attention as to be paying an eye towards you.
I think people are watching us.
really?
Yes.
Where?
I just look around.
I don't see anyone paying particular attention to us.
Well, you need to pay more attention.
My eyes have gotten very poor.
It's okay, I can look for the both of us.
One thing to keep in mind,
Yes.
this, Ivory Syndicate
Yes.
that Lord Esteros told us about.
Okay.
Our previous group was tasked with keeping an eye on them, and it went afoul. They're dangerous. So my hesitance to go inside could be from someone that maybe worked with the Ivory Syndicate, and my face might trigger something.
You know what I think we should do?
What?
I think we should kill them all. I'm just kidding.
Which, who were you in that? Were you talking about the people inside the warehouse, or just everyone?
Unless you want to.
I don't remember.
Your sense of humor is very hard to lock down.
So I'm told. You don't want to go in there.
We can, but I would prefer to stay out.
In case they know who you are.
On the off chance. It's a huge syndicate, but still.
I think it's better to be safe that way.
Did you want to go inside?
No.
Why do I feel like you do?
I kind of do. But it's just, there's not a lot in there, I'm sure. I'm just gonna wait. I'm sure they're almost done.
Well, maybe they need your help. Maybe they're just shitting the bed inside. Maybe they need someone to really come in and shake things up.
I think you're probably right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go inside. Hello, I need your nicest materials for myself. And I need to see where you keep your nicest things.
Dennis kind of looks back at you, looks at. He's like, don't know how word got out there, but we're not really a storefront. Are you here as an individual?
As opposed to what?
A business. We deal directly with business distribution.
Oh, just myself. All
We
alone.
cannot help you, dear. I'm so sorry.
I need to be with a business?
Yeah.
Well, that's so funny. I am with a business.
And what business would that be, lass?
It's the
Orin falls on purpose.
Sir!
Oh!
Are you okay?
No, I don't think I am.
The old slip and fall.
Actually.
Only if I can see you. Can you talk in my head?
I talk to you in your head. Oh, hi, Fearne.
So cool.
I think turning into a crab is pretty cool. That's all you hear in your head. I'm not saying that out loud.
And I can communicate as well for people, just not as silently as Imogen.
And I cast message to Fearne, and I go, you see what I mean? And you can reply to this message.
I think in my head and I don't say anything out loud, which I don't know if that'll work. Okay. Hello?
She said okay.
She said, okay, hello.
It's working?
Yes.
You just hear everything?
Sometimes, Fearne.
That's
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
And don't worry, Dorian and Belle and Imogen are out front, so they've got me covered.
Oh, he's totally out of the loop. It's quite adorable.
Wait, what do you mean he's out of the loop if he's in there alone? Wait.
Oh, he thinks his friends are still waiting out front, but they're totally gone.
We are his friends.
Oh, are we friends?
Well, I don't know, actually.
Oh my God.
I don't want to be presumptuous,
I'm
but I
I'm
kind of
his
like it.
friend.
Acquaintances at the very best of
You
this
are
point.
his friend.
Yes.
See?
Do you want to go up front and just check? Or maybe I'll go with you. We can go check.
I'm gonna knock on the back door.
What?
In the shadow darkness,
Oh, no!
after a stillness, you hear boom, boom, boom. A heavy.
I try just under the crack. I get down
There is
low.
no crack. It is sealed.
Hey! I try to just get where I think the crack is. Can you hear me through the door?
Oh, you hear this like high-pitched vibration.
Very
This
high passive perception.
team back door. What are you doing?
Well,
Yeah.
okay.
Should I keep?
We know he's in there.
Should I keep? I'm gonna just start scratching on the door.
You now hear.
God damn it.
Maybe we should check in with Dorian.
Send one person around to the front and come right back immediately.
Who wants to go?
I'll go.
Okay. I just made sure to go from the top of the door all the way down to the bottom very slowly. Yeah.
Screech.
I'm just tapping now.
Fearne,
Yes.
what are you doing?
Oh, you're back.
Oh, yes. Oh, sorry.
You're trying your best.
A lock picking kit.
Oh. Okay.
It's not like my forte,
Well,
but I could try.
you could give it a try. You've already used your superhuman strength.
That was amazing.
That was really cool.
Never felt so strong.
Oh my gosh, that was just so neat.
Oh, thank you. All right.
Okay, I think you should try it. Oh, you're not here. I'm going to take out my pan flute and just kind of lean up against the outside of the door and just start playing
Okay.
my pan flute.
Okay. Very nice. You guys can hear the pan flute. That guy who's right next to you, bit 4, you can still hear moving and shifting right next to you as a serpent.
Okay, I'm gonna take another bite attack. I'm just gonna turn towards it and then just slowly just open my jaw very, very wide and just on top of the head. You know when snakes are trying to like eat something, it's just real slow? Yeah.
Cool.
And I'm gonna do.
So-
I'm just gonna keep slowly just chomping down. Just real slow, just while he's just screaming, while it's getting muffled in there.
Yeah, okay.
All right. I'll say situationally, as you swallow it, you hear. It incinerates within your gullet. You manage to spit some of it out as it flashes, but you still catch the brunt
Is
of
your
it.
snake still alive?
Still alive.
Cool.
Yeah. still
Alrighty.
alive. I'm gonna start slithering over there.
Yeah.
And you got blindside.
Yeah. I'm gonna just start.
You slither over towards where Laudna is.
Or Imogen.
Sorry,
In the-
Imogen over there.
Imogen, yes.
And it's just Imogen over in that corner.
I give her a little snake on her arm. Let her know I'm here.
That's inappropriate.
I just keep a a bite in my mouth for a while and then just kind of let it fall out.
Coming up to work.
Perfect.
There's a little pile at the base of your chair.
Whatever he drops, I'll eat.
Great. I thank you for your candor, for enjoying this cake with me. And, well, hopefully this is the beginning of a wonderful relationship. And if you cross me in a line, I will have you destroyed.
That's not gonna happen.
I don't think so either.
But that's fair. And I guess we can do the same as well if you cross us.
I guess that is indeed fair as well.
Does anyone else heal things other than myself and Dorian?
No. I can siphon life and give a little bit to myself.
Oh.
But it's just for me.
I may be able to. Sometimes.
May?
Yes, if I want to.
Oh.
Do you want to?
Well, it depends on how I feel about the person, I guess.
That makes sense.
Hypothetical scenario. Ashton is bleeding out in the middle of the street, crying out for help.
Grim.
Crying.
You have a chance to rush to his side to save him. We're hurt and can't help. Do you save him?
All of them senseless. Every last one of them, I've kicked their fucking ass. I may be hurt, but man, I took them the fuck down. Do you save me?
Yes.
There you go.
Oh. 3 healers.
No, she likes me better. That's just all that came to. Clearly.
I'm gonna walk up to the bar.
Okay.
Would you mind sending one more drink over to the older gentleman, Bertie?
Yeah, totally. I got you for that.
You give him something nice.
Okay, nobody likes. He comes in here and drinks every now and then.
Okay.
Thank you kindly. Kind of grasps it in his lion's paw and rustles the whiskers a bit and goes to pour the usual for Bertrand.
All right, I'm going to bed. If you wouldn't mind taking that to him, that would be great.
I got you. No worries.
Orm comes out into the hall just in his breeches. What is going on? It's
The two of
middle
you
the
have
night.
begun to rouse and wake up from the...
I'm looking for Bertrand.
Did you see
For
him?
what? Do you know what time it is?
No, actually. I come out holding Mister. And his little bow is all smushed. My hair is all smushed.
What's happening?
Are you okay? What's the matter?
I don't know.
It's complicated, but we have a bad feeling. Imogen has.
This is so dumb.
It's okay. It's not dumb. It's not.
I just need to make sure he's okay.
It takes you 2 hits in succession, but very quick succession, and the knob just falls and hits the ground. And the door opens up in front of you.
Bertrand?
Bertrand?
With the impact, you hear Mr. go,
It's okay.
Creep in.
He doesn't like loud noises.
Oh,
look like
I
he
think
slept
he's
here
just
at all?
nervous.
and as you release that bit of magical energy, no effect.
I put my hand on Dorian's shoulder.
I turn and I grab Imogen's wrist.
I'm gonna check his pockets. I'm gonna take whatever's in there.
Okay.
Wow, one man's trash.
We can't leave him here.
No.
But if we take him somewhere, then someone's gonna know that we found him here. So is it better to just leave him here? I feel like that's terrible now that I'm saying that out loud.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go stand by Dorian. Put my head on his shoulder. It's not your fault.
Mr. climbs over her shoulder and kind of onto yours and just kind of like pushes against you.
I'll give him a scratch behind the ears.
Imogen.
Hi, Fearne.
Hi. Have you been to that place before that you see in your dreams?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I always, I'm always at home in my dreams. And then a storm comes. Have you ever... I'm so exhausted. I'm so sorry we interrupted you guys' sleep.
No, this was very, very important. And, you know, sleeping's for the dead. Oops.
Oh.
You hear this?
I just have really great timing.
Dorian, your breakfast sandwich is gone.
What happened to it? Did I eat it?
No, you took a bite.
I'm just disassociating right now in a really big way.
Like you took a bite, and listening to this conversation, you realize it's gone.
Oh.
What happened to it?
You look down on the ground. There's Mister sitting there with crumbs in his mouth. Just like,
Mister!
Do you know if he actually even gets anything out of that? Doesn't it just sort of burn up?
just ash and smoke come pouring out the side of the mouth.
I mean, I give him treats all the time. That's why he's gotten so round. He's my little roly-poly.
Do you think Mister would like pate?
I think he would love pate.
Okay.
Mister, come here. I have a friend for you. Oh!
He watches this monkey just bursts into flame, and it's just like this small elemental beast of fury as it goes and grabs a flaming pile of Mister.
Yes!
And has it at the ready.
No.
Can you believe this, Pate? I know, so rude.
I'm gonna give Pate some pets. Hello, Pate. Oh, you're so sweet.
Pate just nuzzles on.
Drops the flame seed and then comes over and pushes Pate out of the way and gets under your hand, jealously.
Okay. This might be a bit much. I'll put him back in under my cape.
Oh, just want to be friends.
The flames eventually subside.
It's okay.
Well, I'll walk over and pull out some extra ribbon. Tie it around his wrist with an oleander flower. Pop it in. Oh, Birdie. Listen, I really didn't trust you. And I heard that you didn't like jazz. And jazz is chaos. And I don't know how you can't love it. But you're an old boy, and maybe wherever you have gone, you have learned to love jazz. And I lean over and kiss him on the forehead. Mister, do you want to say anything? Good boy. That was so sweet.
Oh, you're tall.
That tickles.
I don't know how, but sure.
Can I try to pick you up?
I don't see why not.
Do it.
How heavy are you?
Oh, I'm falling apart!
How heavy are you?
I don't know how heavy I am. I never weighed myself.
You get him a few inches off the ground, but you are fairly dense. I mean, you are constructed of some sort of collection of metallic alloys, and you are very heavy. You look like you weigh twice as much as you look like you should.
Oh, like a kettlebell.
Yeah, you're very heavy. You feel strangely familiar to me.
Oh?
I don't know.
Just my skin or my body or?
I don't know. I like it.
Well, feel free to pick me up whenever you wish.
Well, I don't think I can, but I
Or just
clearly am
put
not
your
strong
arms
enough.
around me or whatever.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe, well, I wonder if I could pick you up.
Let's try.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, full on
And I
hydraulic lift.
Go under, pick me up.
Oh.
Oh, and I'll roll around a little with her.
I'm gonna put my dress over his head.
Okay.
I can't see.
You end up running into a piece of lower level scaffolding, which then begins to shake, and somebody about 15 feet up is like, "Whoa, what?" And you see it kind of shake for a second before they have to grab on, and it eventually stops.
That could be fun for later.
Okay.
As he's passing it, I'm gonna try to, like, the bottom corner. I'm just gonna try to grab one.
You pocket something.
How much is this one? Can I just have it? I'll give you something in return.
What will you give me?
What do you want? A ribbon? A poisonous flower? Flaming monkey shit?
You are a strange one. A poisonous flower I will take. Might be something to be done with that. Perhaps a unique flavor.
I give him a hemlock.
Very well.
Well, he can put up me for collateral.
It's the same problem. Oh wait,
May I just have a sidebar with my friends, please, for just a moment? Could you earmuffs?
Sure. Everyone, earmuffs. And everyone kind of does this.
Level 3.
Okay, so, I remember that Efteros.
Don't say his name.
Okay, but he wanted us to speak nicely of him to
Yeah,
these
I know.
people. Should we say anything?
That's why I was wondering, because he said he did want to talk to them, right? Because he's also
Oh,
one of
he
the good
did?
guys.
Yes.
But he
also
told us
said
not to
just-
use his name, but then
Yeah.
he said specifically to use his...
Not.
It sounds very much.
Should we just say the man that we work alongside of, not for, is incredible. And that's all you need to know?
He might be interested in
Orem is listening to all this swirl of voices and just staring up at the Court of Owls.
Nice
Looking
reference.
down at them.
I got a very bad vibe right off the bat about that he was looking for someone. It felt antagonistic, and now he's being very nice, and he's giving us a lot of information.
so we should
and I want to go. I want to go. But we can say nice things about Estros if you think it's
Don't
best.
say his name out loud. I'm sorry.
What if just before we leave, we just say, is great. And that could mean anything.
Literally,
We're just gonna
Say his
say
name.
there's a dude who's great in the world.
And he's a fan.
Well, I think we're probably gonna go.
4 potions at 115 each.
I did want to do a check on it. Can I just check the medicine in it? Like do a medicine
You can
check?
do a medicine or arcana check.
I'm gonna do a medicine check, and I'm just gonna just stick my finger in and put a little bit on my gums.
Based on the texture, the scent, the strange kind of fuzziness that meets your gums as you place them on, you get the sense that they do appear to be legitimate healing concoctions. And just by the faint bit that you did utilize to be able to sense that means that they have a potency on par with what you were expecting.
This is very good stuff. I think these are worth. I think we should get them all.
Do you do like wholesale prices, bulk purchase?
Oh, I'm Fearne Calloway.
Calloway?
Oh, your last name.
Nice last name.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you.
Imogen.
And what was your last name?
Temmel.
I thought you wrote down everything, SVG. Temmel.
Wait, we can all talk using our brains? What do you mean?
I mean, technically, everyone can talk
I
using
mean,
the
that's-
brain. I think that's the core function of it. But
You can. You hear in your head. You can talk all you want.
Only with a little help. I don't know why I tried to do a ventriloquist act there, but I
You
did.
can talk to Fearne in your head all you
saying
want.
a bunch of shit.
I'm hearing it all.
Okay. All right. Yes, sending stones. Who do we give the
Orem and
God.
you.
Fearne.
That way, if we get split up, you two will be on separate teams.
But I don't know if I want to be without Orem.
Oh, all right.
Ashton?
Ashton,
Sure.
are you gonna try to? Is there a space under the door?
There's
you can
space
see?
on, yeah, that's what
There's a
I was-
very
is it-
small gap, maybe about half an inch
I
wide.
can go in it. Well, rats, they can get really small.
That's true.
They can get as thin as a quarter.
Really?
So I've heard.
That's amazing.
That feels really thin.
Is there something that octopus?
Oh yeah, you can be an octopus. They're also good at unlocking things.
Would that make sense if he saw me, if he was alive? He'd be like, "What are you doing in here?"
I didn't think about that.
What's happening?
Fearne.
Yeah.
Like,
Rat or octopus?
What about-
It's a toss-up.
a worm.
Better Nicholas.
Oh, wait,
Spider. Or something
I can be a
very
spider,
small.
but
She needs to be able to unlock from the inside.
You turn back into
I
Sometimes
need to be
doors
able to.
have.
Well, I could be a cat. I could be.
Well, you're
I'm
discussing
gonna
what
turn
an
into
octopus
a
can
rat.
do.
Okay.
She's turning into a rat, Ashton. Hold on.
But I'm waiting.
No,
Wait.
no. I'm holding off.
Okay. Go on, Fearne. Oh, are
Let's
you
see this
regretting your
quarter
decision
trick.
now? Can you go under the door?
Make
Do you
yourself
fit?
as thin as a quarter and go on in.
Does her butt get stuck?
It is a very, very, very tight space. You push
I
into
try to
the
put my
space.
back legs out to do splits and
Now-
try to like pull with my front legs.
Totally, and that like your tiny little rat arms get underneath. The skull doesn't collapse past a certain point. Unfortunately, it does get wedged, and so you get to a certain point where your little rat head gets in, and it's just there now. This is your life. This is just how it goes.
I'm going to.
Okay, pick that lock.
Wait, get her out first. Get her out first.
Can we turn her little head? Can I help?
the door. When
I'm
you
just
open the
like,
door,
yeah, I'm trying to,
it'll
like,
be
turn
fine.
her
You're
head.
trying to push her through.
No, I'm like trying to turn her head so she's not stuck. You know?
I'm going to
like-
if the door unlocks, I'm going to lift the door as I very slowly open.
You're with the lockpicks for a bit, working on it, and one of them you feel like it hits the tumbler, and you're like, yes, you got it, and then you pull, and it's caught in there.
We got two things stuck in there now.
However,
Dick in the keyhole.
you manage to get it free, but the lock remains locked.
Can I see anything at least?
Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Yes. You can see there within the space here, the little bit of gap that you have, that there is what looks to be furniture. I'm in a bit disarray. There's like you can see the bottom parts of a table that's flipped over. There's like a bench on the ground. That's about as much as you can make out from this perspective.
A bench.
But you are still stuck.
Fearne, do you need a slack pull you out?
Another run, Mike.
You gonna try again?
I'm gonna try again, but
Just
I know.
wiggle your tail if you want me to pull you
Orm's got
out.
eyes on the
and
skies,
lay
trying to
really
see if
still if
any
you want to
roll
stay
perception
I think
there.
it's taking notice.
Are you wiggling your tail?
Yeah, I'm wiggling.
Okay, then I'm gonna try
Much
to pull her
better.
out.
You do manage to pull her free at this
Okay,
point.
great.
And I'm gonna go and butt up with my witches be bitches, and I'm gonna like bump into Fearne and look at Fearne, and I'm gonna look at Imogen, And I'm going to start, once again, Jacob's Ladder comes out, and I'm going to hold an Eldritch Blast for when Fearne attacks.
So, seeing this, making eye contact with my bitchy witches, I'm gonna just step down real slowly and saunter over, hippily walking over to Duggar.
Because you still have your Witch Bolt connected too,
it's
right?
Still going, yeah.
And I'm gonna take out my thorn whip and wrap it around his neck.
Oh.
And try to turn him around towards Laudna.
Okay. That would have been cool.
Still using, here's what I'm gonna do, still using as her thorn whip goes out, I'm gonna like embrace that, I'm gonna try and wrap the spell around her thorn whip and kind of like shoot it towards him.
That's cool. So what you do is you go and you strike with the thorn whip, he kind of ducks out of the way, and as it spins around the momentum of it, curving backwards, you fire your Eldritch Blast into the whip,
Yes.
which energizes it with her Eldritch energy, and you swing around for a second hit. And with that, go ahead and you roll the damage for
I just
the...
start laughing.
Oh, wow!
You see that your thorn whip kind of like start to rot and get like black and drippy for a little bit.
So Dux looks up kind of with a grin, and as you start cackling and laughing and spinning around, he turns away and the whip just wraps around his throat and then bursts into his neck, and you hear him go in pain as he tears it off of his neck, and it comes back to you. That was fucking
This is nice.
I'm just gonna slowly get myself up and use my Stonky's ring.
Yeah.
What is a stonky?
Oh, I'm gonna tell you. So you already know what this is, but you already naturally have this. So I'm gonna just like reach out, and that big crate, I'm gonna move it in front of the hole and just try to keep it there.
Yes.
Okay. It's pushed up against it, and you can just, as you're just focusing and concentrating, holding it there.
And laying on the ground, I just see Fearne on all fours.
And then I'm gonna start walking over to Imogen, because I can't pull her to me, can I?
At the moment, nah.
Okay.
Do you have maybe a crew that could go block that house off? I'm afraid we keep leaving a trail and...
Understood.
Or investigate underneath.
Yeah, there's a hole in the back bedroom.
Where it came out of the front living room. There's a few holes.
You leave quite a few holes in your wake, don't you?
They were there already.
Yes.
But very small, so make sure that,
Very well.
if you send people there, probably children.
I'll pull in some favors. What?
No,
They can get through easy.
just small.
Small repairs.
Small repairs.
That's all weaknesses. Awkward.